guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka GeekXX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Lazarus. We're now on to episode 2, which is called Life in the Fast Lane. So the first episode just kind of gave us a bit of world establishing. We were introduced to our lead character, who is a parkour lunging master. I don't know what else to call him, but apparently, you know, he's been in the world of dancing on the lines of crime and morality for a while. But either way, he has been recruited by this kind of shadow agency because they have a very specific task and they believe that they need him as part of the solution. So in the end, he had managed to get caught because of a pretty face, quite frankly. He was doing a pretty good job evading everybody, but in the end, you can't trust a big button to smile. So with that, let's jump into the episode. But just before I do, a reminder that if you'd like to be in the know when I drop episodes, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right now. Also, guys, I just wanted to say the first episode I actually watched with the English dub. I'm not a fan of dubs personally. I like to go with subs if I can. So I did find a way to get the sub version. So I'll be going with the sub version unless for some reason the English version is the only one available. So that's the reason why the first episode is in English, but this one is going to be in Japanese. So just a little FYI.
ちょっとハイになる。気分が落ち込んだ時なんかにはバッチリでみんな使ってた。飲んでるんだとか思ってたらしいね。
Damn, the kid's keeping the new drug on the low low.
誰も考えてなかった。もちろん僕だってその一人だけど。
I see. So stakes. That's what I'm hearing. Stakes.
このまま犯罪者として逃げ続けるか。好きなを見つけて解放されるかどちらを選ぶ
I mean, it sounds like either way I'm still a captive.
脅迫には脅迫で返すぜ。このリングを外してもらおう。
She won't.
無理に外そうとしたら電圧が上がって
Is that all?
腕元溶かすわよ
Okay. Well, at least she'll be free.
ようやくこれで揃ったよね
Are we? I feel like the first chance he gets, he's gonna try to bolt, and I don't blame him. Right? I mean, and most of them, please, most of the drugs that people be taking these days have got a laundry list of things wrong with them. Did he look evil? Right? Jeez.
もしかしたらそのアルバムを誰も聞けないかもしれないね。
Well, you could always leak it.
つまり、ワクチンを独り占めするとか、高値でどっかに売りつけるとか。
俺たちはそんな私利私欲や金儲けのために集まったんじゃない。
No.
世界を救うためだ。
正義の
I was about to say, I don't think all of them signed up for that at all. Are you allowed to say the Avengers?
この中で、ハプナーを使ったやつはいるか？
Yeah, I mean, who's not going to take a painkiller that works 100% of the time? The whole world right now would get addicted to that in no time. Oh.
もう登録済みか。
お前が寝てる間にな。
Damn, they violated you.
生きていれば現在56歳。イスタンブール生まれ。
I was always a little nerdy, but I actually want to read this. Okay. Dennis Skinner, born 1996. Oh, he's young. Actually, I don't know what year. I can't remember what year this is supposed to be. Is a world-renowned multidisciplinary scientist. They didn't spell that correctly. Nobel Prize laureate and environmentalist. He is best known to the public as the scientist who developed Hapna, a non-addictive, all-encompassing pain reliever. This is like a Wikipedia page. That's hilarious.
12歳の時に紛争で両親を亡くしている。以降
That you know of. What if they don't know anything? He's like, I'm going to continue reading the wiki page. Thank you.
私の計算では今からちょうど3年後、北極の氷は溶けて消失する。雪崩のように地球は崩壊していく。誰も住めなくなった地球で。
Wow.
一体どんな経済
Not the US being the first to walk out.
ほどなくして、彼は姿を消した。
なんかいい人っぽい。
できすぎじゃない？
Really?
ますいい人っぽい。
まるで成人だな。
Is he?
そんな男がなぜあんな事件を起こしたのか。
Exactly.
どこにもスキナーの足跡は残ってい
Oh,
ない。
there's always traces.
けました。足跡。
Didn't I say there's always traces? This is why it's good to learn like more about him in the research, because sometimes it's in a little detail you would have never thought that will actually point you to where he might be.
エレナ、世界中のできるだけ多くの監視カメラデータにスキナー博士の顔認証かけられる。
できま
That's
せん。
assuming he's using his real face.
人になりすましていたら効果はない
Did I?
けど
Okay.
やってみる価値はあるわ。
This organization seems a little bit. I feel like they don't quite have their stuff together.
懲役何年？
None of your business, really.
888年かな。
一人殺したぐらいじゃん。そんなケーキになんないでしょうに。
聞けって。
And dude, do explain how you get such a huge sentence.
脱獄すると刑期が倍になるって知ってる？
That makes more sense.
元は3年だったけど、脱獄に脱獄を繰り返してたらいつの間にかそんなんなったわけ。
That makes sense.
さんもそのリングしてるってことは何か弱みがあるってことですよね。
知りたいのか？
Mm-hmm.
言い過ぎない。
ごく軽いね。
お前はどうなんだ？
What does that even mean? Are you not fully human?
それよりエレーナの方がやばい。
え？
Why?
数々の事件を起こした有名なハッカーらしい。
Uh-oh.
彼女がジョーカーかもしれんな。
Yep. If this is the future, having digital access and knowing how to maneuver in all the different ways it works is a superpower. Which makes me think, shouldn't Elena be able to hack her bracelet then?
本当にここが？
そのはずですけ
Doesn't
ど。
look like anyone's been there for a minute. Oh, I lied. You know,
自家発
I don't like things that are dark at the end when such a long tunnel. Turn on the fluorescence in this, B. I'm not about this. Okay. Shouldn't you be covering his back? Or if I scream?
好きなか？違う？
整形してんのかもよ。
That
おーっと、銃捨てな。
too slow.
お手荒な真似しなくて済むんだ。
いや待て。俺たちも知らないん
Right,
だ。
can you spell it out for us like we're five?
こっちにも考えがあるぜ。
Alright.
お、ピンポーン！お客さんですよ。
I'm so confused.
こいつらロシア人だよ。
Ah,
じゃあ力の声で。
that guy's already dead.
それは？
None of your
おま
business.
じないだ。この天使がいつも俺を守ってくれんだ。
Hmm?
俺は死なないんだ。
Okay, as long as you believe that. But maybe you shouldn't tell people that you rely on that as your lucky charm, though.
おこそは全部返してもらうからな。
おい、何の話だ？
And why did you bust through the window? I need to understand.
取り立て屋だ。こっちも取り立て屋だ。
Oh, yeah, we're broke. Convicts. Very helpful to be agile. That police vehicle, though. Really? You brought a knife to a gunfight. Lucky for you, this kid likes to fight with his hands. Okay, are these cop cars okay? Why is there such a terrible driver in 2049?
FBI だ。武器を捨てろ。
FBI?
家だ。武器を捨てろ。
D?
ラザロだ。武器を捨てろ。
He's like, why not? I ain't got a badge, but it's official.
正義の味方だ。
Oh, where was that switch to begin with? Oh, this man is still alive. Jesus. Hi. Yeah, you're in trouble. Who didn't you piss off?
すんません。いや、逃げる気がなくて、ちゃんと返すつもりやったんです。いや、ほんま、殺さんといて、カニ。
Off my leg, please. Wow.
全くもって別人だ。
Thanks.
小林の野郎、お宅のとこも踏み倒してるんすか？ああ、
Not them all sitting and having a conference about the deadbeat. That's hilarious.
あいつの仲間と間違えちまってよ。
It's fine, you know, I just have trauma forever from having a gun at my neck.
全くの別人。
ああ、自分の作ったシェルターに自分で隠れてたんだ。
それどころか FBI だのなんだのがわんさか来てたよ。
Anything was there. The FBI definitely scared it away by now.
飲んで死ぬかと思ったのに、そんなすぐ死ぬ薬やなかった。これはもしかして、もうちょっと生きてみってことか？
So, how did he think that he was going to die immediately after eating Hapna? So he knew something already, maybe?
結局30日後にはみんな死ぬんやった。
Yeah, but that's still 30 days away, bro. Live it up.
好きな博士
You sure?
好きな博士が
Hmm.
10万人くらい
That's what I thought. He said you're not going to be using no facial recognition to find me, girl. Gonna have to work a little harder than that. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. Well, that was episode 2. And now we've met kind of the rest of the crew. We have an understanding of, I guess, the way that they're going to be working. I mean, I thought we'd get a little bit more of a debrief as far as like, yeah, I really thought we would get more information on what Lazarus is as an organization and kind of what the team dynamics actually are, but we didn't get too much. We just kind of had more of the establishing of the status quo, like the lady in the screen, I can't remember her name. She basically is like, you know, F around and find out, essentially. They all have wristbands, so I think that's the main reason that he stuck around, was because he realized he wasn't the only one who is locked into this contract. I don't know if the rest of them willingly agreed to go. I mean, the black dude probably for sure, since he's saying he feels like he's saving the world, but I don't know. I feel like some of the others probably would have been more than happy to stay where they were, but either they were given an offer they couldn't refuse, or they were much like our guy here, forcibly taken. But either way, we know now that there's a team. We know that one girl's a hacker. We know that, well, we already know our main guy is kind of our... I mean, they've shown his acrobatics more than his actual fighting skills, or actually, no, he did give a little bit of his fighting skills. I meant like his weapon skills and stuff like that, but I'm assuming he's an all-rounder where that's concerned. But we're still not 100% sure yet what the black guy does or what the younger teenage boy does, and the blonde, outside of distracting people with her looks. So I guess as the episodes go on, we'll learn more about them potentially. And yeah, we got to find out why Homie was in jail for, or had a sentence of 800 years, because he kept escaping from jails. And like you said, because he could, no real reasoning. But yeah, that's our ragtag group at the moment. And yeah, it looks like Lazarus is a very interesting looking company, right? We know they got money for technology because the hacker has a crazy supercomputer. The cars that they were given seem like they're all decked out and souped up, but they're also in a place where they're living in like the most basic conditions as well. So it just feels like it's a very interesting mix of feast or famine going on there. But yeah, their first mission happened today where they followed up a lead that they found, hoping they can get some clues as to where Skinner is, because now that we have some background on Skinner, we still don't know a lot about why he did what he did. Like, there's literally no reason anyone can think of, and we have no idea where he would go. But as I said, even though a lot of the stuff that it's in his bio and stuff seems mundane, it's usually those little things you have to look at to potentially figure out where his head might be at, where his mind could be, where this whole thing is set up. So we'll see if anyone picks up on that at some point. But yeah, our group split up, and we see on both locations they met up with some people, but thankfully nothing crazy happened. And yeah, I think that guy that we just saw there at the end, the one who had the pills beside him, I think he must have known something about Hapna earlier than what he's saying, unless I'm again misunderstanding that. But it felt like he was saying, I thought I would die immediately, but instead I have 30 days. So maybe he knew something. Maybe he was, he did have information, even though he wasn't the person they were looking for. And then we saw at the end that, I'm not surprised someone as smart as Skinner didn't think about face recognition, especially in a world where that was everywhere. So it looks like somehow he has managed to replicate his face across 100, or what did she say? About 100,000 people. So that's an insane amount of potential Skinners to go after, and I mean, my guess is that he's probably going to disperse them soon too, to make it very difficult to pinpoint who the real Skinner is. So, like I said, genius, but maybe not genius for the power of good, unfortunately. But yeah, that was another good episode. As I said, I kind of would like to know more about the dynamics of the group and who does what, but I'm hoping that's going to unfold along the way. But I enjoyed it overall, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.